All right, let's party. So listen, I did a class. This is what I did for a class in Massachusetts. Okay, I went in with my new color brush, which is the Slice Time brush from Zero Time System, and I saturate the underneath. Now I'm going to take big slices around the head like a pizza pie, and I've got my wide foils, so I have for more. We're gonna do a huge transformation. We're gonna do two rows of extensions with it. It's going to be dope. So all you have to do now, if you're going to take sections this wide, you want to make sure that you adjust the hair so that it goes with the shape of the head. I mean, adjust the foil, not the hair. Then go in with that big old brush. I'm so proud of that big old brush. I really am. It's so good. And you want to saturate the heck out of it. That's all. And again, you want to go in, get your next section. I'm telling you, pizza pie placement. That's the best way that I could describe it to you. It takes probably about like 7 foils around the head to make this happen. 3 on each side, 1 in the back. And then, of course, you're going to do your face frame separately. But so you go in, you adjust your foil, and you paint it real, real good. And I'm just using Magic's lightener. I think I used 21 volume. You know, her hair was a little bit on the darker side, so we wanted to get a decent amount of lift. But I knew it was only going to take me like 15 minutes to foil it, so I didn't go crazy. And like normally I would start with a lower developer and then work my way to the higher developer, but I didn't do it because I didn't even think we were going to have like 15 minutes it was going to take. So there was not going to be any real difference in processing time. So once I go in and I do the pizza pie around the head, I'm going to go in and just do my face frame. Really easy. I just put a foil right there on the top and then I flip it back away from the face rather than on her face, rather than painting on the face. And this works out really, really well. I love it. Just keeps it out of their face. Because nobody wants their face painted. Well, they do, but only if they're like a kid and they are at a carnival, or if like you're going to a Okay, anyway. Then we pull the foils just honestly to make a cool video. But look how beautifully they lifted, like beautiful, even lift. And then we're going to have to go in and we're going to have to do a root smudge because this is what we have. Meow. And for the root smudge, the first time I did it, I used a 6 and it ended up not being correct. Like that doesn't happen to me very often, but it did in this case. And of course it was during a class where I'm like, okay, I should have went for a 5, but I didn't. So then I had to go back in with the 5. So I used Magic's 10 and we ended up using like 500571, which I absolutely love that formula. It is mostly neutral, a little bit of, but it's going to add a little smidge of like warmth, matteness to it. And then a little bit of ash. So I go in and I do that root smudge with the Zero Time System brush. And I like to paint upward. So you see how neat I'm being with my root smudge. If you know, in other videos you can see. Now, yeah, so this was one of my classes that I did in person. And it was honestly so much fun. Like, I can't wait. I love doing in-person classes. In fact, like, the year is kind of like filled up with them, which is fun. So once we do that root smudge and then we do a toner, I think, and I don't even freaking remember, unfortunately, but I think it was like 8S 8.71, or maybe it was 9S 971. I'm not exactly sure. So then I take the toner and I just blend it upward into the smudge, and I don't comb the root down necessarily. I'm actually just blending in the toner with the rest of the hair. Let that sit, and then I'm going to do 1 row of Slice Strands extensions. They take about 7 minutes per row to install, and you're going to get that perfect sewn-in result. So this entire transformation, like, so fast. I mean, I was teaching a class, so in between we had a lunch break and everything like that and a bunch of yapping, but really, like, something like this would take me maybe 2.5, 3 hours behind the chair, start to finish, with the whole color transformation and everything. So I'm doing a tulip method here just to give her a little bit more security in the corners. It's so great that we're able to customize this way. If you want to apply for Slice Strands certification, honestly, one of the better things you could do for your career to be able to do transformations in half the time. I'll teach you all my color techniques as well. This is really right for people that are already making above 5K per month and are either independent or salon owners. And you just apply. I'm going to drop the link for the application below, and we'll see if it's a good fit for you, and we can kind of go from there. But we have a whole bunch of different options. So let's just get you on a call and see what's right for you. This is a piccolo, so it's like a little 1-inch wide guy, and we replace tape with these. Like, forget the tape. No more tape for anybody. So my little piccolo, the color that I used on her is called Gambino, and it's like a really nice, warm, rich brown with light highlights, like really light. So I love the look. And then I go in with my big curling iron. This is the Bioionic. Like, you can curl the hair so fast with this. 1.5, maybe 1.25. I don't know. I gotta be honest with you, but she was so thrilled with the results, and everybody there was so hype on it. Like, look at that beautiful ribbons of color. And I added a wild strand in, which are our braided pieces, which are amazing. I hope you love this, learned a lot. Drop your questions below. And again, like, I'm going to comment the application link so that you can apply to, either be a consulting